heart raced with anticipation as I stepped onto the field for another physical education class at Harmony High. Little did I know that this ordinary day would mark the beginning of an extraordinary journey. Make sure to like and subscribe. As the teacher announced that we would be forming pairs for a relay race, I couldn't help but feel a mixture of excitement and nervousness. I looked around at my classmates, wondering who fate would pair me with. That's when I saw her, Emily Harrison, standing a few feet away, chatting with her friends. She was undoubtedly the most beautiful girl I had ever seen, with her striking eyes and radiant smile. In that moment, I remembered the age-old feud between our families. The Andersons and the Harrisons had been at odds for as long as anyone could remember. Our parents' animosity was etched into the very fabric of our small town. But as fate would have it, Emily and I were about to cross paths in a way neither of us could have predicted. When the teacher called out the pairs, my heart skipped a beat when I heard my name coupled with Emily's. We exchanged uncertain glances, both aware of the tension between our families. I steeled myself, trying to focus on the race ahead, knowing I had to push aside any animosity and make this partnership work. As the race started, I was amazed at how effortlessly we synced. It was as if we had been training together for years. Emily's determination and skill were inspiring, and I found myself giving it my all to keep up with her. We won the race, and in that moment, our joy broke through the barriers of our family's feud. We high-fived and laughed, and I felt an inexplicable connection to her. Over the following weeks, our friendship grew. We bonded over our shared love for sports and our dreams for the future. We couldn't help but be drawn to each other, despite the circumstances. Our secret meetings became the highlight of my days. We talked for hours about anything and everything, the weight of our family's history dissipating when we were together. However, as our feelings for each other deepened, so did the weight of our secret. We knew we couldn't hide forever, and the fear of our parents' reactions gnawed at us. But our love was a force too strong to be denied. One day, we made the bold decision to confront our families together. We arranged a meeting in a park, hoping that our love would bridge the divide that had separated our parents for far too long. As we stood hand in hand, recounting our story, I could see a glimmer of understanding in their eyes. It wasn't an easy process, and there were tears and disagreements, but slowly, our families began to see us for who we were, two young people in love. Our love began to chip away at the resentment that had built up over generations. As time passed, our families attended counseling sessions, and they learned to communicate and forgive. Our love story became an inspiration for them, a reminder that love could conquer even the deepest grudges. Emily and I continued to date, openly sharing our love with our friends and the people around us. Our love was no longer a secret, and we were proud of it. We faced the challenges of attending different colleges with hope and determination, knowing that our love could withstand anything. Over the years, our families transformed, and the feud that had once defined our town began to fade into history. Emily and I got married, surrounded by our families who had grown to care for each other deeply. Our love story became a symbol of hope and reconciliation, a reminder that love could heal even the most profound wounds. As we started our family, we vowed to nurture our children in an environment of love and acceptance, breaking the cycle of animosity that had plagued our families for too long. Looking back on that fateful day when we were paired together in PE class, I am grateful for the love that brought us together and the journey we undertook to overcome the obstacles in our path. Our love showed us that sometimes, the heart knows best, and love can conquer even the most bitter of rivalries. As Emily and I continued our journey together, our love and commitment to each other only grew stronger. We navigated the ups and downs of life as a team, supporting each other through the challenges that came our way. Our once feuding families had learned to coexist, and while there were still occasional disagreements, the atmosphere had changed significantly. We both excelled in our respective fields of study at college. Emily pursued a degree in sports management, while I pursued a passion for engineering. Despite being at different universities, we managed to make time for each other, visiting each other during breaks and weekends. Throughout those college years, we encountered many people who were curious about our love story. We gladly shared it, hoping that our tale of overcoming familial discord would inspire others to seek understanding and compassion over animosity. As graduation approached, Emily and I faced a tough decision. Job opportunities presented themselves in different cities, and we had to choose whether to compromise on our careers or embark on a long-distance relationship. We decided to take on the challenge, believing that our love could withstand any distance. Living in separate cities was difficult, but we made sure to keep in touch through calls, video chats, and surprise visits whenever possible. Our love continued to thrive, and our friends and families admired the dedication we had for each other. Eventually, the day came when Emily received a job offer in my city, and we rejoiced at the prospect of finally being together. It felt like the universe had conspired to bring us even closer. As we settled into our new life together, we decided it was time to tie the knot officially. Our wedding was a celebration of love and unity, with our families coming together in harmony. It was a beautiful testament to how far we had come from that fateful day in PE class. As a married couple, we continued to support each other's dreams and aspirations. Emily became a successful sports manager, working with athletes and promoting sports in the community. I pursued a fulfilling career in engineering and also became involved in various charitable initiatives. In time, we started a family of our own, raising our children in an environment of love, understanding, and respect. Our kids grew up knowing the importance of family bonds and the value of compassion. We shared with them the story of our journey, hoping they would learn from our experiences and appreciate the power of love. Our love story didn't just end with us, it became a legacy that continued to inspire future generations in our town. Over the years, the feud between the Andersons and the Harrisons became a distant memory, replaced by a sense of camaraderie and a desire to foster a strong community. As we grew older, Emily and I became active members of our town's reconciliation efforts. We organized events that brought the community together, focusing on shared interests and passions instead of dwelling on past grievances. Looking back, I couldn't help but marvel at the twists of fate that led us to each other. From that seemingly ordinary day in PE class to the transformative love we shared, our journey was nothing short of a miracle. And so, our love story became a beacon of hope and reconciliation, a reminder that love had the power to heal wounds and mend broken relationships. We had learned that love was not merely an emotion but a choice to nurture and protect, to understand and forgive, and to see the humanity in others. As we held each other's hands, reminiscing about our incredible journey, I knew that our love would continue to shine bright, lighting up the lives of those around us and inspiring others to believe in the magic of love. Together, we had shown the world that love could overcome any obstacle, and that love, in its purest form, was the ultimate force for good in the world. As we entered the golden years of our lives, our love remained as steadfast as ever. We had weathered storms together, celebrated triumphs, and created a life filled with cherished memories. Our love had grown deeper with each passing year, and our bond had only strengthened over time. As active members of our community, we continued to promote understanding and reconciliation. Our story had become a symbol of hope, not only in our town but also beyond its borders. We were often invited to share our experiences at events, conferences, and in the media, spreading the message that love could bridge even the most significant divides. Our children had grown up to be compassionate and empathetic individuals, following in our footsteps of promoting love and unity. They, too, were making a positive impact in their own unique ways, carrying forward our legacy with pride. As we looked back on our lives, we felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. Our love had not only brought happiness to our lives but had also inspired positive change in the world. It was a privilege to know that our story had touched the hearts of countless people, encouraging them to choose love over hatred. As our journey neared its end, we found solace in knowing that we had lived a life well lived, a life filled with love, joy, and the fulfillment of purpose. Our love had transcended the boundaries of our families and our town, leaving a lasting legacy of love and reconciliation for generations to come. In our final moments together, we held hands, reminiscing about the roller coaster of emotions that had brought us to this point. Our eyes met, and a knowing smile crossed our faces. Our love story had come full circle, and we were content in the knowledge that our love had changed the world in its own humble way. As we took our last breaths, we did so with the peace of knowing that love had won. Love had conquered the animosity that once stood between our families. Love had inspired change, healed wounds, and brought hope to a world that often seemed divided. In the end, love was the thread that wove our lives together, and it would forever bind us in eternity. Our love story had become a part of the fabric of time, a tale of love's triumph that would continue to echo through the ages. And so, our souls embarked on their next adventure, knowing that our love would continue to shine bright, guiding those who sought to embrace its power. Our love was a testament to the unyielding strength of the human heart and the profound impact it could have on the world. As our physical journey came to a close, we left behind a world forever changed by love, a world where unity triumphed over division and where compassion prevailed over animosity.